Hey folks, how's it going? Hello, Caboose Gaming, how's it going? Could you check to see if the music is too loud and if you can actually hear the music? Because it sounds a little bit loud to me. Check, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It's all good, yeah? Okay, thank you. Cool. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I just want something in the background. The Dominions 5 official music is always copyrighted. So every time I've done a video of Dominions and tried to put it online, they don't allow us to monetize it because I think the music's copyrighted. Whereas the music that's playing now is Adrien von Ziegler, who is the guy who did Conquest of Elysium, and he's very kindly allows people to use his music for YouTube videos, and he doesn't mind if they're monetized. So, and his music's great as well. So I'm not usually into Celtic stuff, to be honest with you, but I like his music. I think it's really good. Okay, I might just wait a couple of minutes, just see if we get anybody else before I start. How's everyone doing? Cypherpunk saying, I really hope they use him for Dominion 6. Beautiful. Yeah, I do as well. I think the music for the music for Dominions 5 is really good. Like, I don't turn it off. I don't ever get bored of it. It's just varied enough for it to carry me through the game. Although I'm kind of one of those people who sort of zones out to music anyway, so after a while it just kind of like sinks into the background. I'm not one of these people who gets bored of stuff easily, so but I know a lot of people who play Dominions who just turn the music off. But yeah, Dominion 6, as it was interesting to hear that Illwinter have, they are considering it. I don't think it's something that's on their radar immediately. And I imagine, if you ask somebody after after they've just released a game, after working on it really hard, what they're doing next, they're probably just going to be like, oh, I don't know. It's like, if somebody asked me to do something like at midnight when I've been up all day doing stuff, and then they're like, hey, do you want to go on holiday like in 2 weeks? I'm going to say no because I'm just tired. So I kind of get that impression with Illwinter when it comes to questions about Dominion 6, because it's like they've literally just released Conquest of Elysium 5. They probably don't want to be thinking about that yet. Okay, right, I'm going to start. So here's what I thought I'd do. I just want to play a single player game of Dominions, and I want to make it relatively short, which is always time is a relative concept when you're playing Dominions, to be honest. And I just think that I've found a way of playing it in single player with a relatively small map that is still fun and challenging, depending on who I play as. Cypherpunk is saying, I found the place where they mentioned their roguelike prototype. It's in the front of the Dominions manual. It was called Dungeons of Elysium. Oh, right, okay. So I've actually got my manual here, look. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I've just been looking through the combat mechanics again, just to remind myself of exactly how it works. Time is a relative concept whenever you're talking about 4X games, said Caboose Gaming. Yeah, you're right. The whole one more turn thing really pushes the envelope, so to speak. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna start a new game. I've got a map that I've already made. It's kind of small and it's kind of like wide, and this is a cool map because you really feel like you kind of sort of expand from one end to the other. I've tested this out in a couple of games. Like, I played 3 games on this now, and I actually really like it. Like, I really like this map. It's just got just enough varied terrain. Yeah, it's not kind of too brutal to get across. This is good for single player. So I'm just gonna, oh gosh, let's go to eXplorminate Live. I'm going to play in the early ages, because the early ages is basically the only one I play. I don't know why. I really like the early age. It's just the one I'm most familiar with. I've played most of the nations in early age now. I'm fairly well familiar with it, at least in single player. I played quite a lot of multiplayer now as well. I've probably played about 6 or 7 or 8 multiplayer games. I'm still yet to win one. Drexy just beat me in the last one that we were playing, and he was playing as Mixlan, and he played really well. And yeah, he just sneaked in and took all the thrones while we weren't paying attention. So that was that. So it's a bit of a toss-up who I want to play, right? Because I'm kind of familiar with most of the factions. There are a few I've never played, right? So I've never played Sorin Martia, even though I want to. Marverni I'm not that familiar with. I played them a little, but I kind of couldn't get used to them, so I sort of dropped it. Tianchi I tried the other day, and I didn't think I'd like them, but actually I really like this faction. They're really good fun. They've got so much variety in the way that you can build them, so I really enjoyed them. Calum I've still never played, to my shame, because they look like a great faction. Turnanog I've never played. Rus I've kind of played ages ago. It might have even been in Dominions 4. I think I played them. Kalasa I've not played. I've never played. Beritos I've never played. Jubalba I've never played. Ubar I've not. Pelagia, Oceania I don't think I've played. And Theridos I'm not sure about. But the rest I've played pretty, I played some of these in multiplayer as well, so I know them quite well. I know Satis quite well, I'd say, and I know Agartha relatively well, and I know Abyssia kind of well. I'm thinking about playing Abyssia because I think that Abyssia might be good fun, just for a bit of a ruffle stomp. You can kind of make them really strong. So yeah, I think I'm going to play Abyssia, just for a laugh. I really like fire magic anyway. It's just... Anybody who's been watching my Warlock playthrough of Conquest of Elysium 5 will know that I just love burning stuff with fireballs. It's so much fun. I think I was probably a demon in a past life. Overwarden is saying, Theridos is pretty complex faction to play if I recall correctly, or if I recall. Yeah, it is. I don't know much about them, to be honest. I think Theridos are... I can't look at them here, but Theridos are a ghost nation. They're a pop kill faction as well, I think. Not quite so much so as Ermor in Middle Age, but they're... yeah, they've got some interesting mechanics. I don't really know enough about them really to talk about them. I'm not going to have any underwater nations in this game. It's going to be difficult for me as Abyssia to get under the water, at least at first. And I don't want the game to go on that long. I'm going to leave the AI on normal. The difficulty on Dominions is a bit of a bugbear for me, because if I know a faction fairly well and I build the faction right, then I find normal's a bit easy, whereas difficult is just a little bit too difficult. And with a faction I know, like with Satis, I can beat the difficult AI. But it depends on the AI type. It depends on if everybody declares war on me. It depends on where I've started on the map. So there's a few factors involved with the difficulty. I'm just going to leave it on normal. I actually played this map through with Pangaea the other day, and I've never played Pan before, and really liked the faction. Really liked it. I liked it way more than I thought. But regenerating White Centaur, yeah, I just I bumped into not Fomoria, Niflheim as my first neighbour, and I just rolled right over them. They didn't even put up a fight. Just absolutely destroyed them. Pangaea, you can build them just to be absolutely horribly strong. Overwarden saying, Abyssia is always fun and a simple factions play. Yeah, they are. They're definitely in single player. I think they're more complex to play in multiplayer, from what I've been told. Cypherpunk saying, sometimes the mixed difficulties have a couple of major minor AIs. Yeah, I do that as well. The problem is with the difficulty in single player is that there's no diplomacy, right? So you can't you can't have a non-aggression pact with somebody that you're beating, or that like you would in a multiplayer game perhaps. And it just means that at some point in the game you're going to end up with, loads and loads of factions. If you have I don't know, this many factions and you put it on a big map, this is where Dominions kind of gets difficult, because how do I delete players again? I've forgotten now. Backspace, there we go. If you have loads of factions, I think one of the reasons why people bounce off single player a little bit is because they immediately make a massive map. I'm guessing here, I'm speculating, but I'm speculating that I think people are used to 4X games where they can have a large amount of players and it's kind of balanced. So they'll make a huge map, 150, 200 provinces with a whole load of different nations, and then by turn 30 they're at war with 8 of them, and then they die, and that's not much fun, right? So I think that I found this as a nice way of playing single player, because the game is usually over within a reasonable amount of time, providing you're not tardy about your expansion, and normal AI is okay, like if you're learning a faction. Now, I've played a BCA before, but I've not for a long while, so this is going to be kind of interesting for me, because I'll be going back through and relearning the stuff that I was learning before. Zarks81 said, "Hi, started following the channel recently. I've been enjoying your Conquest of Elysium gameplay. Looking forward to the stream." Hey, nice. That's really kind of you to say so, and I'm enjoying playing that Conquest of Elysium series. It's been great. Like it is finished. I'm uploading all the episodes like on a daily basis, basically, but it is done. I actually recorded it in 2 sittings, so I did 13 episodes one day and then I did 13 episodes the next, because I had a couple of days like where I had no obligations, like no family stuff, no work stuff, uni, whatever, so it was just great, and I just blasted that out. And that's exactly how I did my Shadow Empire series as well, that the one that's now up to 91 episodes. And yeah, I recorded it over the course of really about a month, and I just played every day for several hours and just kind of really blitzed it out. Okay, I'm going to start this. So I'm going to get into the Pretender design. So who are Abysia? I think Abysia are one of the only factions in Dominions that don't really seem to have much of a real-world mythological or historical counterpart. If I remember right in the manual, they're saying that they're very much a fantasy-based faction. Just like Agartha, I guess. Although whether Agartha is a fantasy thing or a mythological thing, it depends on whether you're into New Age stuff or not. But Abysia is very much a fantasy-based faction. They're a very fire and blood oriented nation. They don't have a lot of blood, actually. Like they do have blood on the, which one is it? On the Warlocks. So they get blood too, like, and they can get blood through. Well, they can get blood too, basically. On the Warlock. Yeah, on the Warlock, and they've got a very small. They've got like a, what's this? 0.25% chance of getting a blood 3. So blood 2 is enough to start blood hunting. So that you kind of want to. Generally want to transition into blood later, I guess, because the blood stuff's really nice for the end game. Fire also, I don't know, like, I think it depends on how good a player you are. I think fire kind of, at least in multiplayer, kind of tails off towards the end. Hi Jax, how's it going? Jax247 or JJax. How's it going, man? So yeah, I'm going to play these guys. These are very, very fire oriented. They're also characterized by having very, very heavy armor for the early age, so they've got very high protection. As a consequence, they're quite high in resources, but they hit like a truck. Look, these are your weakest infantry, and they do 25 damage. They're not very good much in defense, because this heavy armor reduces their defense look. So, but 17 prot is really, really high. I don't think there's very much in the early game that really, you know, like no basic infantry at least that has protection this high. Most like elites don't get that high either. So we've got 2 different types. We've got the battle axe. We've got a flail. Battle axe doing slash damage. Flail does slightly less, but it goes around shields. So if you come up against enemies that have got shields, these can be good. Then we've got Besian infantry with a shield. So these have got an axe and a shield, a tower shield. So these are much better against archers. We've got a Morningstar version with a tower shield. All of these guys have got heat resistance, and they've got heat aura. So anything that's fighting them will get fatigued out pretty quick. Cypherpunk saying, in early age, 17 protection is insane. Yeah, it is. It's really, really high. I don't know of anything that's that high. We've got these Mistbred, which are a bit of a funny unit. They're a flying unit. They're part undead, part demon. So they're like, they can't be banished, and they're not affected by demon and undead splaying spells, which is kind of weird. They're stealthy. The thing is, we don't have anything that can lead them, I don't think. Yeah, these demon bred are the commander equivalent, but they've got 0 leadership. So you can't, like, these are a weird unit because they're stealthy, but you've got nothing that can lead them. No stealthy leaders. So you've basically got to find some way of making these, you know, being able to lead magic beings. I don't know if these are magic. No, they're not. But they're anyway. You've got to if you want to use these as a kind of raiding force or something, you've got to find a way of doing it. But they hit really hard. Look, 27, but with a battle axe. We've got kind of lowish protection, but and not the best stats, to be honest. But they hit the back line. What more do you want? We got these salamanders. They've got heat aura 6, which is really, really high. I think they breathe fire. Yeah, they've got this fire flare attack. Fire and armor piercing magic damage. Yeah, it's armor piercing, not armor negating. And then they're undisciplined as well. And they're also stronger in fire. And then we've got the burning one, which is our sacred unit. So there's some interesting kind of meme-ish builds that you can use to kind of make these guys really, really powerful. They've got 2 attacks. So they've got these 2 morning stars, which are good against shields. They've got fire shield, which means it's just really hard. These things are really good. Like, these are a really, really solid unit. The problem is they're expensive, so it's like 70 gold is quite a lot, and they've got 41 resources, which is pretty high. They've also got bad formation fire, which means they've got a really low attack density, which is, you know, it can be a problem against things that are kitted out to take them on. Generally speaking, against the AI early on, I'm going to roll over them with these if I use them. We've got a Slayer, which is the Abyss's version of a Scout. This is actually an Assassin. They've got a double poison dagger. It's a good unit. We've got a Beast Trainer with Animal Lore, and that's going to be useful for leading Salamanders if you want to use them. The Warlord's your basic commander. With Leadership 80, though, that's pretty good. Then we've got the Mages. We've got the Anathemont Salamander, is a Fire 2 mage, and they've got Holy as well. And then we've got the Anathemont Dragon version, which is slow to recruit. It's got 3 fire and 1 earth, which is good. Now, these guys can cast magma bolts and stuff like that. Yeah, the Demon Bread we've looked at. This is a stealthy assassin. Hold on. Yeah, this is a stealthy assassin. It's not the best assassin actually, but this guy's a better assassin. But he's a flying assassin, stealthy. It's got fairly high stealth value as well. Then we've got the Blood Mages. So we've got the Warlock's Apprentice. These guys aren't sacred. So this is the thing about Abyssea. If you want to use them as a blood nation, they're expensive and not that great for doing the job, probably. So we've got the Warlock Apprentice and the Warlock. The Warlock's got Astral, so you can put him in communions. And then we've got the Anointed of Ruax, which is Fire 4, which is really high. For fire magic. I don't think there's that many other factions that can get Fire 4. Maybe Machaka, maybe. And then he's got a 10% chance of some of these as well. Like the guys that random the Astral are really useful because you can put them in communions and just cast really, really crazy spells. You probably don't need to though with Fire 4, to be honest. Okay, so that's the nation lineup. We get 5 fire gems a turn and 6 fire gems a turn. Okay. Our Dominion spreads heat. We kind of want to be in hot in heat, so heat 3 is their standard. It's kind of, it's a shame because you can't kind of like trash your scales so much. Like you can trash your scales, but you don't want to because you lose some of the benefits from the firepower, the heat power. I'm not going to spend too long going through this. I'm just going to pick something relatively quick. And since we're playing single player, I think it's fun to play. Like these guys, like always get played in the multiplayer, the Dominion one, and the rainbow builds and the monuments. So I think I'm going to go through a proper pretender and just play something a bit more sort of fun. So what can we do? What's the Lord of the Desert Sun? Oh, he's a Machaka themed one. The Azi. That's got a lot of attacks, look. It's really quite expensive though. And it doesn't have any magic. So maybe not so useful. Solar Serpent. Ore 3. Poison resistance is regenerating. Venomous Fangs. Yeah, it'd be useful for an expander. I don't think Abyssea really need much help expanding, to be honest. It's the Solar Disc. Fire 3. Okay. Has anybody got any suggestions? I'm quite easy as what to play really. I think sometimes in single player it can be fun to just sort of play thematically. Like the Fountain of Blood is quite fun with Abyssea, I think. Like it's just Blood 3. New magic paths are a little bit cheaper. Overwarden saying, I like taking fire earth so I can get affliction resistance. Otherwise you end up with a bunch of burning ones that are missing 2 arms. Yeah, they're not much good when they're paraplegic. So the Ilhat of Fate. Oh, that might be quite interesting. That could open up some interesting astral stuff. And I like the Titans as well, because you can kit them out to be super combatants later. Yeah, I mean, that might be cool. But the Lord of the Summer Plague. It's another one of these Machaka themed ones. We've got the Ilar of the Moon. Ilar of the Sacred Mountain. I've not seen these ones. I think they must have added these with the Ubar update, maybe. The Ilar of the Sky. The Divine Glyph is cheap. Fire into... Yeah, I mean, that might be fun. This is an innate spellcaster. We're not going to get much use out of this, though, as in this single-player game, maybe. I'll go for the Solar Disc. Solar Disc can fly. It's got a high map move. You can kit it out with some stuff, although it's got no feet, so you can't put any boots on it. And it's got no body either. Yeah. Still, you might be able to do some fun stuff with this. Cypherpunk saying, I'm thinking about a Dormant Azzy for the Dragon Master in Death Summoning. So what does this one do? Dragon Master. Commander will receive a bonus when summoning dragon-like creatures with conjuration spells. It's got chaos power, so we want to be in turmoil. The problem is with turmoil with Abyssea is I think you probably want order scales for Abyssea, just so that you can get some more of these units. Like, I know that the units kind of peter off towards the end, but I do like using them in single player because they're fun to use. Like, yeah, you kind of want resources. Otherwise, like being resource constrained, I think is kind of a pain. Chaos Lux scales to take advantage of his chaos power. Overone is saying, I think the Fiery Glyph in the Dominions 4 is the most cost-effective but pretty boring aesthetically. Right, yeah, I remember using this guy when I very first played Dominions 4 or 5. I think it might be Dominions 5. And I played Abyssea, and I got this guy. And I didn't really know what I was doing. And I was using him to astral project, and he got mind hunted. he got defeated basically, and he was feeble-minded. So like after about 2 and 30, he was feeble-minded, and I was like, no. He was just left this sort of drooling, useless idiot, and yeah, it wasn't very godlike after that. It was just more like a decoration in some kind of Goa Psytrance festival. Not much use. What else? What's this guy? Moloch. The Moloch is super combatant chassis, I guess. Ambidextrous, combat caster. He's pretty good, but he's well expensive. Causes fear, he's fire resistance. He's got 20 prot, which is pretty high. It's pretty high for a starting guy. Encumbrance is low as well. This guy's pretty decent. He's really expensive though, but that might be fun. Scorpion King. He hasn't got as many item slots, but he's got 3 attacks, look. I wonder if he gets the pincer and the stinger and the... Yeah, he probably gets the pincer and the stinger on top of everything else. He might be interesting, because he's essentially like 4-armed. I mean... I don't know, like, I'm thinking it might be a toss-up between these two. And Moloch's really expensive, but he's super powerful. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous. He's does he have heat power? No. No, he doesn't. But he does have imps. I mean, this guy's going to be really, really powerful to expand with, I'd say. Like, especially if you just get a little bit of basic gear in him. He might be good for an early war. Let's see what we can do with him, with the Moloch. I mean... automatically we're going to have slightly trash scales. Oh, okay. So when I was talking about order turmoil, I was mistaking it with productivity. I think you want productivity with it, BC, a little bit. Overward is saying a dual wielding Scorpion King leading burning ones into battle would be cool. Yeah, it would. Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. And he's kind of cheaper as well. We might be able to get better scales with him. Let's see what we can do with this guy. I forget what the Abyssian research is like. Yeah, it's not great, is it? Oh, okay, hang on a minute. So we've got the Anathemon Salamander, 70 gold for 9. That's not bad. Yeah, order does help with resources too. I feel that like thematically order's probably a little bit more thematic for Abyssia. I mean, they strike me as like the Chaos Dwarves from Warhammer, right? They're very organised and ordered in the way that they slaughter their own people. Recruitment points will be an issue late game, yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is I want some Dominion. I'm not bothered about I'm not bothered about Magic Pass so much. We get 2 extra bless points actually for this, so I don't think that any of this is really that useful for our sacreds. Death Explosion is kind of funny. I think what was that build that Lucid did? Was it Fate Weaving? Yeah, it was Fate Weaving, Death Explosion, and I think he had. I'm sure he had a Cold Aura as well. I think it was Chill Aura as well, something like this. It was ridiculous because like you could see his burning ones charging in, and then the enemies would freeze and then burst into flame because of the heat aura. Like, just ridiculous. J-Jax is saying, I've only played this single. I should really try a multiplayer game so I can learn how much I don't know. Or so I can learn how much I don't know. Yeah, I think if you're going to play multiplayer, the only way to do it is just to play it. It's such a different experience to single player. Actually, it's so different. Like single player is just really good fun. I like it. I like single player. I've spoken to a lot of people who really don't like Dominions in multiplayer, but I really in single player. But I really do. I think it's great fun. I think I'm going to go for a more scalesy sort of build if I can. I think I'd like to do that if I can. I really don't like luck. I don't like luck in this game anymore. The thing is about we don't need much of a bless. Ore might be useful. Ore would probably be useful on our sacreds. So like if you get putting ore on burning ones, man. I mean they're already really hard to hit, but that would against anything with a low morale basically they're just not going to get hit, and that would be pretty nasty. Cypherpunk saying you should really be set for expanding without a pretender. Yeah, you don't need to pretend. I mean, like if you want to do something kind of like silly, you could get bark skin, right? Which seems counterintuitive because bark skin gives you a fire vulnerability, but like if you now like these guys, they've already got like fire resistance 25, so dropping down 5 fire resistance isn't going to affect them in the slightest, but it will put their natural protection up to 10, right? So this would be like really powerful. I'm kind of tempted to do that, but the thing is you have to be awake for that, and then that means you've got to really, you know, kind of start doing this sort of thing, which can do, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't think Abyssia would do very well with really high drain. I don't like luck. I don't like taking. I mean, it's going to be a short game, so I don't think death's going to be a big problem. Although you don't really want death for a blood nation. Strength of the earth and reinvigoration might be good on, like maybe something like that. Because I think one of the issues with these guys is they have a bit of an encumbrance problem. So yeah, so like their melee encumbrance is 6. So if you gave them reinvigoration. Like this, I think this might be a decent bless for them. There's another one that you can do with them, which is Blood Bond. That was it. So this is kind of what you do with Vanheim. And it, like, let's say we got rid of that. We got rid of ore. Like this would be, you know, this would be really, really, really difficult to deal with. Bark Skin and Blood Bond on Abyssian Burning ones would be just cheat mode, basically. The problem is with this guy, with this Pretender, it would be really expensive to do. Because so the thinking behind that is Blood Bond basically, whenever somebody, because these guys are berserking. As soon as they take any damage, they go berserk, so it increases their stats. Like their protection goes up, their strength goes up, attack skill goes up. A good Pretender for that probably would be the Fountain, maybe, if we wanted to do that strategy. So something like this. I mean, it means you wouldn't have to tank your scales so bad, and then 6. So yeah, look, this is a little bit more reasonable. You also want a relatively high Dominion score, so you can make although you don't need many of those guys. I mean, 5 of them would just absolutely tear through anything. I'd probably go. I might be tempted to take. I can't remember whether these guys are whether recruitment is an issue. I don't think recruitment points is the thing for these guys. Yeah, recruitment's not so much of an issue. It's resources. So you could probably go. You could probably take Turmoil. Something like that. Although we then want to be able to. Yeah, so we're just missing a few points here. See, you could do something like this, and then take ore as well, and then, you know, that's just game over. It's good. It's GG for your opponents. I don't think there's much they could do about it. Like, I'm kind of tempted to try this. This might be quite a fun build. Okay, Cypherpunk saying he's just talking to Jackson, saying it's terrifying to jump into multiplayer, but there's nothing quite like it. Yeah. Yeah, just so anybody who is watching this won't be interesting for you if you're a multiplayer person looking for tips. I'm not good at multiplayer. I have played it a fair bit now, but I've never won a game, and I'm not that good. And the only stuff that I really know is stuff that I've watched other people do. So just be aware of that. This is like fun single player. This is me just messing about. Overwarden saying, I think last time I did attack ×2 and affliction resistance. Yeah, that would work. Ore is absolutely an overkill, I think, on this. We don't need ore on this. This would just, I mean, there's no need for that. Attack skill might be better. There we go. Like something like that. That would make our Abyssian Burning ones absolutely killy. We've had to tank our scales a little bit. Like, I don't like Misfortune, but it's not that bad. Misfortune one's not that bad. Death 2 won't make a huge amount of difference. We'll probably find Thrones anyway. Turmoil's a bit of a ball ache, but we've got productivity to kind of make up for it. So we at least get some decent resources. Yeah, I think that might be fun. Also, nature gives us access to some spells that we probably wouldn't normally get, and blood will make blood hunting a lot easier. Everyone is saying it's said that growth and death is half as effective for Abyssia. That's true. That's right. Of course it is. Yes. Where it says that somewhere. Death and growth scales have half the standard effect on income and population and no effect on supplies. There we go. So you can actually take death scales, and it's really not a big problem. I probably don't want to take too much death. I think that would do. That would probably do it. I mean, I could take death and get rid of misfortune, because I hate misfortune. That said, I also hate shrinking populations. But I think if we're going to play this game like I'm planning on playing it, I don't think that we should be. I don't think that population loss should be a problem. Okay, guys, let's go with that. I think we'll go for this one then. I'm going to name this fountain after a particularly disgusting vodka-based drink, and all praise Bloody Mary. I'm going to make it so we can rename. I'm going to put a couple of level 2 thrones in there. And let's just have 5. So there's 10 essential points, just need 5. That should basically make it so... I'll put the Cataclysm on. I don't think it's going to get to turn 91. I wouldn't be able to finish all that in one sitting anyway. The rest of it, I think I'm just going to leave as it is. There's only 6 players, so 5 global enchantment slots is about right. 10 Hall of Fame is about right. Everything else looks good. So, okay, guys, I'm going to start this game. I'll be back in 2 seconds, and then I shall catch you when I get back. I'll be about 2 minutes. Just bear with me, please. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, I'm back. So, in the beginning, there was chaos. I'll let you guys. Dominions players will know what this is. This is just setting the game up, and I really like how it sort of implies that every game is sequential. I really like that. Okay, here we are. So, just bear with me a minute. I just need to get this back up. Okay, so here's our starting position. We've actually started right in the breadbasket of this game. Look, so that's a nice province, Summer Bay. It's 1,000 population. We're happy to grind that down with our blood hunting later, towards the end of the game. So you'll see this map is kind of usually there's someone who starts here. Then there's probably someone around here, and there'll probably be people 1, 2, 3, something like this, or kind of sort of around here. We might have someone down this way. So what will that be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like this. Something like that. Okay. So we start out with Samael, the warlord, and Samael is in command of a bunch of Abyssian infantry with battle axes and a bunch of the Abyssian infantry with flails. So yeah, small starting army, but pretty powerful. Let's get Bloody Mary researching. And let's see what we got with the RNG for the research. Okay, so we got evocation, which is always good for Abyssio. Abyssio kind of want to go into evocation, because if you look at fire magic, we get some cool stuff like fireball, falling fires, firestorm, you know, etc. Flamestorm at the end. So it might be nice to go into the into evocation. We got construction 1 as well, which is pretty cool. Lokomon 011 is saying, what kind of game is this? It's a very, very complex Fantasy 4X game. It's very, very, very complicated, and it's designed for multiplayer, but I think it's got a really, really fun single player mode in it as well. Cypherpunk's just replying. Flame Deluge is saying, EA Abyssio's starting army can usually blind expand if you want. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I think they probably can. They are very, very highly protected. I'm not going to blind expand. I don't need to in this. I think I'd rather you do with the AI on normal. Generally speaking, unless the AI's randomly got a really heavy build somehow, because it just randomly chooses its pretended designs. I don't think you really need to do stuff like blind expansion. I don't even blind expand in multiplayer anymore. I've had too many bad experiences with it. I'd rather take my time. So we've got this Slayer. What I think I'm going to do is, I'd kind of like to know who my neighbours are. I might go this way and just see. I'll maybe head towards this throne. I'm going to recruit some burning ones. See how many we can get. Okay, we can only get 2 at the start. Look, which is, you know, standard, basically standard for Abysia, particularly with the scales that we took. I'm also going to take. We need someone to bless them. So if we take an Anathemont Salamander. And I'm going to put him on patrol to start off with, just in case we get an event, a negative event in our cap. Like, I played a series of multiplayer games recently, and in every game, like 3 games out of 5 I was playing, I got, within either on turn 2 or 3 or 4, an event where you basically get unrest in your capital, like 40 unrest. So brutal. It's like so brutal in multiplayer, that is. You know, you have to spend your first few turns just patrolling down the unrest before you can even expand. Okay, so yeah, we got everything set up. Research wise, we probably want to go. I don't know. I don't think it really matters a whole lot. Probably maybe go for construction to start off with. We're not going to have much research anyway. Overwatch is saying, since the Anointed have Holy 3, I usually make my starting general the Prophet. Yeah, the only thing about that is, then, I don't know, I find I tend to use him and then he dies. Also, and this is kind of a bit greedy, but it might, like, just money-wise, if we recruit someone like this guy who is horrendously expensive. Actually, he's not that bad. Well, 174, and then we make him a Prophet. The only thing is he's already Prophet 3, like you say. I'd probably do it with him, just one of these. That said, yeah, it's possible. Maybe I'll just do that. I think you're right. I used to do that all the time, and I kind of stopped. Okay, so we were going to move on to turn 2. So we've prophetized Samael, the warlord. We've got Satis in the game. So Nansha, the commander of Satis, she'll be the prophet. And then, oh, hang on, the prophet of Bonaifa, the harvest of the burning soul. Is that fire? Maybe. And then we've got Hinnom, which is going to be fun. Amnon, the Avite commander, Prince of the Winds, the hidden one, friend of the dead. Okay, so that sounds like air and death. All right, so let's get some more burning ones, and I think we're going to. I think probably what we're going to have to do is just expand, because these guys will expand okay on their own. I'm just going to set them to attack. Let's just set them to attack and then line formation. Yeah, this is the issue now. The problem is this guy. I might actually... Yeah, probably wasn't the best thing to do. I'll tell you what I could do. I'll go back here and then I'll come back and pick them up. I think that's going to be the way to do it. There will be no efficient expansion, I'm afraid, in this game. Isn't the half upkeep for being sacred? Yeah, you do get half upkeep for being sacred, but the Prophet has absolutely no upkeep whatsoever. You wouldn't want to use them for research. Sounds like air and death, so it's a really smelly fart then. Yeah, basically. Yeah, Hinnom are a really, really big, scary, smelly fart, essentially. So we've got Belos, the Anathemont Salamander. Yeah, I'm just going to send these guys this way. What have we got? We've got 30 Hoburgs. I think that we'll probably kill Hoburgs quite easily. Let's just get this guy on cast spells. I'm just going to put Divine Blessing on. I know it's not going to do anything for these guys, but... we'll get him just behind He'll kill Hoburgs quite reliably himself. I might just stick these guys in. I might just stick them into this group here, and we'll come back and pick some more up because this is going to give us a decent amount of income. It's not going to give us much resources, which is the problem. In fact, this might be a better place to go for the resources to start off with, thinking about it. But the income's also useful, and I might actually start assassinating commanders here as well. Okay, so round 3. We've got a TNN in the game. Football champion. Vessel of Might. Prince of Spring. Carpenter of the Insides. Some of these titles are great. And then we've got as well. Master of Fires. User at the Centre. King of Kings. King of Brilliance. Alright then. Okay, so there's a battle in Summer Bay. Let's check it out. Let's see if we can upset these Hoburgs. Yeah, we don't have much. They're just Hoburg militia. This is going to be amusing. So I'll just let you guys watch these. Oh, hang on. We do have a mage, though. This is a Hoburg priest, and he's casting Sleep. Sleep Cloud. Ooh. It looks like he missed with a Tangle Vines and hit his own troops. Yeah, like even with half my troops asleep, look, well, I don't think we'd have even taken any damage there. Yeah, it doesn't look like we took any damage at all. So there we go. Hoburgs aren't the best troops in this game. Flame Deluge says, I think you'll be okay. Yeah, I think I will as well. Okay, I'm just going to put I'm going to put a small amount of PD in. Against the AI, you kind of want higher PD, generally speaking, but Hoplites and Echidromos we could probably defeat as well. So let's recruit ourselves. I don't think I did any recruitment, any commanders did I? Never mind. Let's get ourselves some more of these guys. These might be better actually because we're in Drain. I just took Drain 1, didn't I? That's not too bad. We'll just go for this guy and then take more Burning Ones. Okay. And this guy wants to assassinate enemy commander. It's just going to get him in an attack. I don't mind if I lose a scout. I don't really care about it. Let's have a look at the assassination first. So what do we got? We've got Stark the commander. Yeah, fairly high prop. We should be able to do this. We've taken a hit already. He's okay though. Let's speed it up. Come on, you can get through this armor, dude. There we go, we got him. So, Poison Dagger killed. So we've assassinated one of the commanders. Now we've got the battle in the same province afterwards. So here go the Burning Ones. We've only got 2 Burning Ones, but you'll see how strong these guys are once they're blessed, look. Like, they've got Protection 24 and attack skill 18, strength 18, and once they start berserking, they're just gonna go crazy. I don't think they're even going to get a chance to go berserk. Oh, we did lose a troop there. Like these guys with their long spears have got piercing damage, so they will go through armor. Piercing damage, if you remember, it ignores 20% of the armor. There we go. Look. Okay, so yeah, we lost one Abyssian infantry, and you'll see that the Burning Ones get a disproportionate amount of kills. Okay, so we got a new famous hero, and that's O'Neill's. He's obviously an Irish slayer. So O'Neill has got extraordinary agility. That's a really good ability for him. Agility gives increased attack and defense skills. So it gives him ambidextrousness. Sorry, and he's already high on ambidexterity anyway. Okay, where next? Let's just put some PD down. I think what I'll do is I'll bring some of these Burning Ones out. In fact, I think we could probably go in a different direction with these guys. What have we got here? We've got 30 enemy units, heavy infantry and archers. These guys do have hats. They're going to be pretty immune to basic archers at the start. Flame bolt, which one's that? 45, yeah, that's it. So let's just get this guy casting flame bolt. We probably want to set them a little further back. You don't want them too far back. The thing about these guys is they fatigue out a little bit easily. Okay. Let's get these guys on hold and attack. Put them in a line form. Oh no, they can't be in a line. Box it is then. Alright. I think I'll get these guys going. This bog has got death in it. Oh no, that's because it's part of our... Yeah. Mind you, it's really low population. There's probably... You might find that there's something nasty in there. Because the pop's so low. Although it is a swamp, I guess. This one looks like it might be more difficult to deal with. Cataphracts are pretty tough. I'd probably want some chaff to take that out. Yeah, we've got to be a bit careful with money as well with Abyssia. Although we have got some decent... We've got some decent provinces like right close to us at the start, so that's not a big problem. 30 heavy infantry. Yeah, I'm going to go for this one, I think. Heavy infantry and slingers. If we're unlucky, there might be elephants. But I think for the most part, we're probably going to be okay. Let's get these guys going this direction. Yeah, it should be okay. Providing they haven't got any archers. Sorry, any cavalry that's hidden in there. I don't think they will. Let's make sure we've built everything for the turn. We're going into conjuration because I forgot to set something. So... maybe evocation. We can actually build magic items now. Don't think there's anything we really want at the start. We don't really need anything. This build is basically set on its own. Hello, Gaming by Murdoch. Alright. Next turn. So there's a battle in White Harbour. What do we got here? Okay, we got these guys set up on the flank. Yeah, they're going to go round us. Ah, well, my assassin. I did not mean to do that. He's going to die. Never mind. Our commander should be okay. Meanwhile, on this end of the flank, we've got the burning ones going in. Yeah. Oh, wow. Our commander... Oh, no, that's just an infantryman. Okay. Okay. That's that. We did lose the Slayer because I was dumb and I sent him to attack, but never mind. There's plenty more where they came from. Hello, Nanny Saw. Okay, Gaming by Murdoch saying, never touched Dominions, but love the Conquest of Elysium game. This looks legit. Yeah. Yeah, this is the most legit game. There was a battle in Ablak. Yeah, this is much more complex than Conquest of Elysium. And it's incredibly fun. Okay, so we've got some heavy cav coming in. I think we'll be okay with the bless that we've got. Heavy cav absolutely wreck stuff, but I think we'll be alright. Yeah, there we go, look. That flame bolt hit the heavy cavalry. Yeah, these guys are just ridiculous. And the great thing is that they're going to be pretty much immune to anything that your mage is firing in from the back line as well. Yeah, 5 burning ones killed 17. Include 5 units of any other faction pretty much. 4 heavy cav would have wrecked them. You know, that would have been a loss. But these burning ones are just very, very, very strong. Okay, let's just set. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. It's D, isn't it? There we go. Okay, so we've got a decent amount of population now under our control. I'm going to get a few more burning ones. There we go. Yeah, it's resources that we're really constrained by at the moment. I'm going to get a couple of Slayers. And I'm going to start scouting out the rest of the map. I'm in no massive hurry for research, to be honest. I mean, if I play it right, I could probably win the game before I even need to get into any research. We've got cataphracts here, so I am a little bit reluctant to send those burning ones in that way. Barbarians could kill them. I think 50 barbs would probably kill 5 burning ones. They are very, very powerful. These got heavy cav as well. I think mostly militia though. You see, because we're not in a big hurry. We could probably just be able to get some chaff out to take a heavy cav charge. That said, did these guys... I'm interested to know if these guys actually took any hits. Yeah, look, that heavy cav gave that guy a chest wound. I'm pretty sure that's where he'll have got that from. So you have got to be a bit careful with heavy cav because they are strong. Same with barbarians. Like, these guys have kind of got into a bit of a corner here. I think what I might do is I might just build some... I might spend a turn just getting some of these guys to take a cav charge. I'm just going to patrol them for one turn. Meanwhile, our prophet Samael is going to... What have we got here? We've got war elephants. So, war elephants... Yeah, might make a mess of things. However, that should be an easy job. And the Lion Tribe, I think, would probably be okay with as well. Lion Tribe do have spears. I think I'm going to go there with those guys. Okay. And we're good to go for next turn. Flame Deluge is saying, Plate Harbuk is 18 prot. Bark Skin plus 2 Berserk is 12 natural plot, so 24.6 protection on the burning ones. Yeah, I mean, that's just so high. However, because of the wonders of the DRN random number exploding dice system that they use, you can always, you know, even a Hoburg Slinger can potentially take one down. Massing Indie Archers for Flaming Arrows could be good. Yeah, definitely. Flaming Arrows is really, really good fun to use as well. There's a battle in Exibothia. Flaming Arrows is good fun to use with Machaca with the Pygmy Archers. Like, those little Pygmy Archers suddenly become really, really good. Okay, in we go. Like, these guys don't stand around long. Look, they're fatigued out. You can see the fatigue is set up to 73 already. That's because of the heat aura from these units. Even the basic troops have got heat 3, which is pretty severe, but the burning ones have got like heat 6, so they're just crazy. And they've got fire shield as well. So fire shield means that anything attacking them will basically take a flame hit first. Yeah, those archers ran. Okay, so Samael is now on the leaderboard. He's got heroic toughness. That's a pretty good one to be taking. I think that's defense skill, isn't it? Yeah. Oh no, it must be hit points. Heroic ability. So he gets an extra 10 hit points. Look, so this guy's pretty high on hit points. That's going to help him survive. And we've run into Kalem. So yeah. What have they got? 8 Spirehorn Archers. 20 Cavi Archers and Area Temple Guards. So it looks like his main expansion force here. I'm going to put in more PD. Against the AI, you want a little bit more than 6. You have to be a bit careful. Flame Deluge is saying you have to be a bit careful not to burn indie mages you recruit, especially since you have Bark Skin. Fire Rings are a must. Yeah, it might be wise. Interestingly enough, do we have any... forget what key it is now. D. Is that right? D. Hide show province details. Oh, okay. I don't know why that's not working. Usually you can see what you can recruit. So we've kind of only just got Hoburgs here. Oh, we've got a magic. We've got a canyon of sand, which is giving us 1 earth gem a turn now. So that's good. We can definitely use those. These war elephants might kill us. Again, I could kind of put up a screen. If it's definitely only 2 war elephants, we can probably take those down. I kind of feel like we're rolling the dice with this one. Here we've got Bear Tribe. I forget which one Bear Tribe are now. You just grab the mod inspector. So, for those of you who haven't played Dominions much, this mod inspector is absolutely essential for this game. Bear tribe, bear tribe. Bear tribe warrior. So we've got two different types. We've got the spear guys with spear and javelin. Yeah, they seem like pretty standard barbarians. And then we've got the one with the hatchet, which is slash damage, I think. Yeah, slashing damage. Like, they're not going to hurt us. The spear's a little bit better. And they've got a javelin as well, but they're not strong enough to really do much damage with it. We'd probably be okay, I think. I think we'll probably be okay there. So let's try this. The elephants are a bit of a problem, but I think the what do you call it? The prophet should be able to smite them anyway, because he's got it. I forget what the spell's called now. Word of Thorns, that's the one. It's interesting how he's using Word of Thorns, but that tangles stuff. Yeah, I think we'll be good. We'll be good. On here, we want another. Let's just take another 3 of those guys, and then I'm going to move into this province. I mean, again, might be being a little bit ginger here, but I think it's wise to kind of be a little bit careful. I don't want to lose anything early on. We've got another expansion party ready. Let's get another salamander. Some more burning ones going out. I'm going to get these guys going out this way. Let's just make sure we're set up correctly. Oh, and we've also got those assassins ready to go. So we're going to get one to bless yeah, twice, because there's 6 of them. And then let's go with flame bolts again. That looks good. So send Magog out in that direction. Assassins, we're going to see if we can assassinate the commanders of this and take this province a little bit easier. It's a shame. We're just 1 resource looks short of getting 4 a turn. Hopefully next round we'll be able to get that up. We also probably want to get a we want to get a fort up on this location. So let's get a commander here. And that's it. Let's go to the next turn. Sorry guys, I just wanted to get my the chat up. Ilwiki is also worth visiting. Yes, it is. Ilwiki's great. Although, does that site need editing? Seriously, like it's really, really cool, but there's so many typos, spelling mistakes, and bad grammar in it, and it just annoys me. Like Lucid's article's really well done, but the others are really, really informative and useful. That's just, man, it needs an editor. Okay, so researching evocation and conjuration is complete. So we're gonna have some better spells to throw at our enemies now. There's a battle in Sanguine Swamp. This is Magog's army, I think. So we've got 5 burning ones. What do we got? It's a fair amount of troops, but I don't think any of these guys are going to hurt us. Yeah. Yeah, look, these guys are running away on fire. Oh dear. Feels bad, man. And there was a battle in Aioli. Okay, so we're in cold now. I think so. We're going to get a penalty, I think. Oh, no. See, these guys have got firepower. So, generally speaking, in cold provinces, they're not going to do so well. But here come the elephants. And unfortunately, they've gone straight for the burning one. So, dead. Oh, he is stomping around. He was on fire for a while. There we go, look. I wondered why we were getting these Word of Thorns. Yeah, check out these burning ones going in here. This expansion, bless, is just so strong. It's so strong. Okay, so let's get some province PD up on there. We've got enough chaff now here to stick these guys in front. I want those guys to. We've got to be a little bit careful with this because heavy cav can sometimes go around you. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the salamander here. I'll put these guys in skirmish formation. Well, there's not enough of them, I think, for it to really be a thing. Yeah, I don't want them to be too close to the hot troops. Oh wow, it's now saying 40. I don't know about this. This might be a bit much for them to deal with. However, it's hard to say because we don't know what... So basically you'll get... The report will be somewhere between 200% plus 200% and minus 200%. So like if you're getting 40, it could be anywhere between 60 and 20. But I think I was seeing 20 before. So I'm thinking, yeah, I mean, it's probably... That might be about right. Let's start assassinating these commanders. Let's get them forward. I can't remember if this makes a difference or not in the assassination. I think it doesn't actually. Let's get them to attack. All right. Do I want to start making warlocks apprentices? No, not yet. Is the answer to that question. They're slow to recruit. Yeah, I think I'm just going to stick with these for the time being. Province defense. There we go. Got lizard warriors. How many... did we actually take any... Yeah, we lost five beasts in infantries. That was mostly to those... to the slingers. That's odd. I wonder if the elephants soften them up first. Don't put the archers in front of the burning ones. They'll get burnt when the melee troops move through. Yeah, okay. To be honest, I don't really care. They are there literally just to stop the cavalry charge. And I think if I put them far enough in front, they should be all right. They're going to move forwards anyway to fire. I'm just hoping that they take... The problem is, if the cav are set up on the flank, they will home around them, and then they will hit my burning ones, and then that's game over. So they've got to be kind of close, because I might actually even set them on attack. On attack closest, or attack cavalry even. I forget which one that is. Let's get them set on attack cavalry and see if that works. Okay. My Gog is going to move this way to start reinforcing up this side, I think. I think by that time he's going to have 10 burning ones. Again, if I build some Chaffee units just to take the cavalry charge from the cataphracts, that will help. And we've got Samael. I think probably I can take those lizard warriors. Oh, it's a good province as well. I think I'm going to do that. How long until this guy's ready? Okay, next turn. Actually, probably want to put some more PD in here. Ah, elephant PD as well. That's cool. Let's get a decent amount in there and just to discourage Kalen from coming in and taking our stuff. Okay, and Conjuration is a decent one for us to go down into so we can get Summon Fire Elemental. I forget what we get in Fire. Flaming Arrows is worth it, although I think it's less effective with Abyssia because we don't have any natural troops that can cast we don't have any natural archers. Let's just go for Evocation 3 so we get Fireball, and then we've got some pretty effective tools to take on enemy mages. Okay, so we've got a couple of assassinations to watch. And it happened at night, which is decent for us. There we go. Dead. Next one. Also happened at night. It's another mounted commander. We're gonna be lucky here. Oh, he managed to avoid it, look. Okay, killed him. Awesome. That was great news. So if we carry on with that, we might be able to kill all the commanders and then just waltz in without a battle, which will be good. There was a battle in Ultima Delca. So this is where... Oh, wow, look, that's a lot of heavy cav. So we got 6 heavy cav and 3 cavalry commanders, and we've got a... Yeah. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so they took 2... They managed to catch those 4. Yeah, that burning one took a hit there, but he didn't take a bad hit. So I think we should be okay. Yeah, look, we've got this. We've got this. I don't think these guys can really do much to us now, and they've run. There we go. Awesome. So we lost to 6 archers as expected, but this is why I did that. Like, 6 heavy cav hitting 5 burning ones, you're going to lose some, and you might well lose all of them potentially if if you're unlucky. Whereas I know it took I wouldn't do that in a multiplayer game because you want to expand a bit faster, but in single player it's not a thing. It's not a big thing, at least on normal. Oh, we're going to get cursed here. That's not great. Yeah, look, so he's cursing our burning ones. This is a lizard. This is a shaman, and he's got a bunch of gems. So he's going to curse all our units. These lizard warriors are really strong, by the way. Some of our troops have run. Okay, I just want to see if the burning ones. How do we see afflictions? I don't think you can. I can't see it here, but we'll look on the other screen. In fact, we can see here, look. So one's cursed. Yeah, they're both cursed. That's basically the way that these spells work, is that they target high hit point stuff. So that's kind of unfortunate. This expansion party is finished now. What we need to do is... look, we've got another decent province, though. I think we're going to head back. Looks like Caleb's thought better of trying to move in here. This is going to be... In fact, what I'll do is I'm actually going to put up a... I'm going to put up a fort here. Yeah, this is better for resources. This one's better for recruitment. This is actually a better... This might be a better place to put one up this turn. Mind you, this one's kind of closer. I'm going to build one here just because it's got more resources. Has my camera gone off? Is that what that click was? Sorry guys, just bear with me a minute. Okay. I'm just going to turn off my camera, guys, because my camera battery is run out. Right, let's just sort this out. See if this is working. Sorry about this, folks. I'll just turn off my camera, I think, for the time being, until I figure that out. Okay. So where were we? This assassin got a... he got battle fright. Okay. He's going to be more useful as a scout now, I think. So let's see what happened here. I'm going to try to assassinate more of these commanders. And we're going to we'll move in on the same turn. What do we want? 5 burning ones is probably enough. Mind you, I can move these up and reinforce some of the others. So, and they're not going to be doing any good sat in our capital. So we've got 12 units. He wants to bless 3 times. Just to make sure that was the right one. There we go. Just put him at the front. Our research is kind of pitiful, but it's... Well, actually, that's not bad for this. It's not actually that bad. 60 turns not that bad. Okay, so this guy's going to be building a palisade. Oh, hang on. I wanted to do it with the other guy. Come on. There we go. So we want the palisade going up here in this forest because it's got better resources. Next turn I'll probably put one up here. I might leave. Yeah, I'm just going to leave the... I won't be able to produce anything this turn. But that's no problem. I have to put some PD up next turn there. And we've run into Turnanog. Fun with elves. Sorry guys, just bear with me a minute. Okay, yeah, so just set my cameras out. Sorry about that. It's I've been experimenting using my SLR because it's a better picture. It doesn't really, I don't know why I'm doing it really. The quality difference is significant, but when you've got like a little talking head in the corner, it's not really a big difference. And to be honest, it's kind of, you know, it's not significantly better than my webcam for it to be really worth it. So I'll probably just leave it for the time being. Okay. I think we're good to go. I think that's pretty much all we need to do this turn. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all we need to do. I think this guy's going to just go on patrol. We've got 5 burning ones here. I'm going to head for this province. See if we can grab it before TNN does. TNN's got Kooni's on his... He must have found a Kooni or Kooni recruitment place here. They're not going to do much good against burning ones. Okay, so let's have a look at the assassinations. If we can take out all the commanders here, this would be really good. Yeah, he's taken another wound, look. He's crippled. I think he's going to die, unless he gets a lucky hit in. Nah, his battle fright kicked in, so that was a failure. Mounted commanders are hard to assassinate. Yeah, look, he took another hit. Although this guy's now hit and he's poisoned. Yeah, he's gone. So if he runs in an assassination mission, he loses. But that guy probably got he probably got an affliction from that too. So now there's a battle in that province. Yeah, we got all the commanders. Look, so they just ran. What they had was they had a load of light cav and they had these cataphracts. I think that this would have been... even the cataphracts would have struggled against this many burning ones. So, but we didn't even have to fight that battle, and that's why assassins are really good. Okay, now we're watching TNN attack somebody in 2 woods. This was the province that we moved into, so it looks like they moved in there first. Let's see what they're using. They're using Kooni and she warriors, and then they've got what's this guy? This is a Firbolg commander of some kind, and we've got Tuatha warriors as well. So these are their sacred units, the Tuatha. I mean, let's see what blessing they're using. Decay, that's nasty. Cold resistance, defense skill +2, forest survival, larger and undead leadership. Yes, bit of a random bless. These PD do not stand a chance. Although I managed to kill a few of the Oni, although they've... Like, these Oni are cool. Like, when they die, they turn into this ghost form. And if the ghost form survives the battle, then they'll just regenerate the body, which is really, really interesting. Also, the other good thing about these little goblin-type characters is they're size 1, so you can pack a lot of them. You can pack 6 of them into 1 square, which means that you get quite a high attack density. There's some cool things you can do with those. Okay, now we attack them in the same province. Here we go. We're interested to see what happens here. Because the glamour... See, these guys have got glamour, which gives them this mirror image. We're going to have to get through the glamour. Although, we will fatigue them out. We have taken hits, though. This guy's lost an arm. Okay, he died. Yeah, he's... I think their mage is just smiting us. It's going to be close. We've got this crippled guy coming up. Okay, we won. That was really close, though. Like, that was really, really close. I think he just hit his own troop there. Okay. So we lost 3 burning ones, but we did kill 14 she warriors and a bunch of Kooni chaff. Not bad. Not bad. We've got so many of these burning ones that that's not going to be a big problem. So the way that it works, I think, with the AI is it probably hasn't declared war on us. I think if you just bump into one another like that, it doesn't take it as a declaration of war. So, okay. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 provinces. Turn 9. That's not bad, considering we were sort of being cautious and taking our time a little bit. We've got enough now to put up another palisade. This will be a good place for another palisade, probably. Yeah, I'll put another one up here. No, I won't do that. What I'll do is I'll send out... I'll do it with that scout. Oh, we just haven't quite got enough money for an anathema salamander. I might just get another assassin. Research is still looking good. We're 2 turns away from evocation 3, which is good for us. At some point I want to start site searching. You see, we've taken a fair amount of this map already, and you'll see why I chose this small map, because I just thought it would be kind of fun to play something a little bit quicker. Overward is saying, I always put forts on thrones, but I guess focusing on production might be better. Yeah, I mean, we've not taken any thrones yet, have we? No. Yeah, I've learned to put forts on thrones the hard way from losing a game For a while, I didn't bother with the thrones because I was just like, sometimes they've got negative effects, and I don't know. I just kind of got into a stupid habit in multiplayer of not taking the thrones early, and it bit me in the ass. So I don't do it anymore. Probably should check what's in this. Like, in my experience, like when you've got a throne like this, and you've just got militia and archers, there's nothing else there. Probably, I say probably like very tentatively. But I'm kind of confident that anything they send at us we can probably beat, so I think I'm just going to go straight for this throne here. Yeah, okay. We're running a little bit low on gold juice. So okay, we didn't find anything with that site search. Here's a battle in this throne. Let's just see what we're up against. Yeah, they've got no mages. This is just a low-level throne, so you can just enjoy watching my burning ones just absolutely smash their way through these troops. If you can't take the heat, stay out of the kitchen. And an old Abesian proverb. Yeah, level 1 thrones are usually pretty trivial to take. They are, yeah, you're right. Overwarden said, I meant the green forest might be better than the plains in between the 2 forests. I see, I follow you. An unexpected event has occurred in Exhibithia. Oh, we got plus 750 population. That was good. Which one was that again? There we go. Okay. Kalim are pushing us back though, Dominion-wise, which I'm not very happy about. Alright. That's something I've got to fix. We got this barbarian province here. Saying 70 barbarians and barbarian chiefs now, which is pretty high. I think TNN is going to be here. One of these. I'm guessing at that. I think that's probably where Turnanog is. Or here? Could be here. I think I'm going to get an Anathemont Dragon up now so we can start site searching with him. Get some more PD up in the provinces that I'm building palisades in. I definitely want more PD up here, and then we're going to put a throne here as well. Actually, this province might be a better... Yeah, I think this is actually the better province for the throne, for the fort. what do we got here? We've got Lion Tribe and we've got Wolf Warriors. I'll go for the Wolf Warriors first. We'll cut TNN off, and then I'll sweep in and take these guys afterwards, preferably before Calum get to it. Yeah, and what I'll do is I'll build the third fort here. We're on turn 10 with 2 forts, nearly 3 going up. Not bad. We've got another assassin here, so I'm going to send this assassin. I probably want to go and find out where Calum is, if I can. Right, what have we got here? We've only got 2 burning ones, and they're probably wounded. Yeah, this one's crippled, so he's probably going to die travelling. I'm just going to leave him here. We'll bring back. We'll get this guy to come back. Just do some site searching on the way back, I think. I think this guy he's got a limp, which has affected his combat skills. He might still, I don't know, Barbarian Chief is probably gonna wreck him. I think he's better off used as just as a commander just to build stuff with. Research in Evocation 3 is complete, and there's a battle in Ku here, so let's check this battle out. I'm going to watch my flaming wrecking ball of death plough its way through another bunch of inepts, indies. You know, taking some damage. We did take some damage there, but there we go. Not a huge amount of damage. And then we've got a famous hero, Magog. He's got extraordinary agility again. Okay. Let's get some PD up here. And I'm going to put a third third palisade up. So we're going to have, this one should be finished next turn, I think. Yeah, 1 month left. This one will be the turn following. So we're going to have 3 thrones. Haven't really got the... Ah, look at this. We've got an extra death in here. I don't know if that's coming from... Because I'm only death... Oh, I am death 3. Did I take death 3 in my... I thought I took death 2. Oh, well. Yeah, we're starting to lose population from this death, but we don't lose it as fast as a BC. That's one great thing. I'd actually forgotten about that. That is a really, really good trait. Okay, so down this direction we've got... We could go into to take this, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this here. I'm not going to attack any of my neighbours until I've taken all the indie provinces. But oh, here's Hinnom as well. Look, looks like Hinnom's attacking Calum already. I reckon this will be Calum. One of these provinces here is going to be Calum. So I think what I'd like to do is I'd like to sort of beeline for my nearest neighbour now and take them out. Turnanog might be a good option. What do you guys think? Who would you try and take on first? We've got Hinnom here. We've got we've got Calum, which I think must be around here. We've got TNN here, and then we've probably got another 2 factions, one here and one here. That's my guess. There might be one down this way. We're still... I might as well go for Conjuration. Let's just grab Conjuration 2. And then probably move into... We probably want to get... Maybe some alteration. I don't know. I haven't really got a plan. And it does, again, in single player, it's probably not so much of an issue not to have a plan. You don't want to do that in a multiplayer, though. Let's get this guy searching for magic sites. See if we can get some flame sites. Okay, Calum's declared war. With research and conjuration is complete. There was a battle in Summer Bay. Oh yeah, he's attacking our throne, look. Or our fort province. Oh dear. Oh, we won. Okay, so his heat aura really made a big difference there. That was incredibly lucky, by the way. We found no magic sites. Then there's a battle in Ralothia. I think this is a bunch of Lion Tribe. So we've got Lion Tribe archers. God, these guys are all diseased, look. Okay, I reckon that, yeah, look, these are all diseased. So there's a problem with it. Look, these guys are on they're dying. They've all got out of their sick beds to come and fight off this invasion. We might find that a whole bunch of my burning ones get diseased here in this province. Fortunately, this shaman's just casting tangle vines. So the witch doctor, he's also diseased as well. We need to get out of this province as fast as possible. And then we've completed the Palisades and Deep Forest. So let's just see if we've got... Yeah, okay. We need to get out of this. There's obviously a death site here. Let's move into Calum. And we'll start taking... we're going to start fighting against Calum. 40 Maria warriors. I think we'll do this. What we want to do is we want to put our units at the back because they'll fly in at the back. And we're going to put them on hold and attack. 5, 10. Yeah, we still want 3 blessers. And we can swap these flame bolts now for fireballs. Put them on hold and attack closest. This guy is now sneaking down this way. I think we want to try and find out where Calum is. So let's get a temple up. We just want to make sure that we're still making mages. So we've got an anathemant dragon now. I think I want that guy out sight searching. Might be a bit early to sight search, maybe. I mean, we've got a decent fire gem income. Yeah, it might be a little bit early to sight search. Let's get him out with... Let's get him out with the burning ones, and I'm going to send them down to help out in this war against Calum. Oh, okay, so this was the province Calum attacked with their horrific mobility. I'm going to get this guy moving up here now. Can't remember what we get for enchantment. There's not really a lot. Flaming arrows. Thaumaturgy we're not bothered about. Blood magic we're not bothered about yet. Mind you, imps might be useful. Research imps. Cypherpunk is saying Calum's raiding flyers become obnoxious later. Might be worth killing them now. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I think I will take out Calum first. Overwarden saying you might want to also build a couple of temples down south as well. Yeah, and we need to start pushing this Dominion back. The Dominion seems kind of strong. Hinnom, though, are going on a bit of a rampage in this area, look. That could become a bit of a problem later. We haven't really got very many troops here, look, so... Hopefully the AI is kind of going to keep away from us. Just for the time being. Calum can crack forts so fast, though. And so can Hinnom, if they bring enough giants. Okay, that's that for the turn. I'll research. Let's go for Conjuration 3, then I got Fire Elementals. Little Fire Elementals. So there's a battle in the Woods of Weeping. Let's take it to Calum. Let's see what they've got. They've got quite a big force. They've got these Spirehorn Archers, Aria Temple Guards. These guys don't fly. And then we've got a bunch of Aria Infantry and a Captain. Yeah, they might hurt when they first land, if they do actually fly in on us, which I expect they will. Ah, they're walking towards us. Ah, damn it. Yeah, they took out our commander. Ah, I thought they waited. I needed to put him in close in the back. So, yeah, we lost that one, unfortunately. Mind you, my troops are still attacking. I think they've gone berserk. Yeah, we've gone berserk, so... Let's just see what happens here. They do not like this cold, though. We're getting a serious penalty from cold, look. 0 defense skill. I'm interested to know what will happen if we can make the rest rout. Okay, what happened there then? I'll say we actually won that because we stayed on the field because of our berserking troops. That's really lucky. What year is this game from? Looks like something out of the mid-90s. I think it was 2016. So it's new. But it's a game that's been in development since about 1999, I think. Or maybe the early 2000s. Yeah, the graphics look very, very simple, but as a result of having such low production on the graphics, they were able to put tons of content in. Like, there is no game outside of like the roguelike games, and even you know, the major roguelikes like NetHack don't really have the complexity of gameplay that this does. This is just unique. It's the most, it is, I'd say it is probably the most complex strategy game that I've ever played. And there's nothing that comes close. And I've played some damn complex games as well. Okay, so we were very, very lucky there. We did lose our commander, so we need to go in and get these guys. Like, that's a lot of burning ones. I want to go and pick those guys up. I think I'm going to keep him sight searching. Let's get this. We'll get Meleki Taus to come down this direction and pick up some of these troops. He's weakened. Okay, so we've got a couple of we've got a couple of these up. I do need to get. There's Calum. Look, we're actually in his cap circle now. Yeah, I think we need to push and kill Calum fast. These guys have got good siege strength. These guys have not got bad siege strength. The problem, I am going to struggle. What's the flying ones like? Siege strength. Yeah, they're good siege strength as well. They're not too expensive either. I wonder if I can mass a bunch of these and use these as a siege chaff. I think that's going to be easier, isn't it, than... Let's build... Let's see if we can... Oh, they're cap only. That sucks. Yeah, I think that if I can pick up these troops, these burning ones, and I probably want another commander. Yeah, I probably want another commander so that we're insulated from that problem we had last time. Henrik Knudsen saying, well, it's not as pixelated as the mid-90s, but UI-wise and such. Yeah, I like the UI in Dominions, actually. I think it's better than it looks. Like, everything's got a keyboard shortcuts. Like, pretty much every commander's got a keyboard shortcut. Once you understand how it works, it's kind of intuitive. There's some hidden information. Look, so for example, if you click on strength, it actually tells you where the siege strength is and your siege defense. There's a lot of information in the game though, and most stuff is accessible within 2 menus, so you're not really menu diving too deep. I like it. I think it's a really good UI. Overwarden says, I actually prefer the old school UI where everything is visible on the screen at once instead of lots of nested menus hidden behind tiny buttons. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. Lightstep saying, yes, hopefully they will have an improved graphics package with lots of assets so they can keep the game complexity while having a more modern look. I wouldn't bank on it. And I'll tell you why, because there's something like there's several thousand units in the game. Like they're not going to go back and update all these graphics assets for 2,000 units with a 2-man team. They're not going to do it. And people say, right, the graphics are bad in Dominions. They're not. Like, all of these art assets are really, really well done. And like the artist Christopher is like, he's actually really good at what he does. There's only 2 frames of animation, but there's thousands of units. And the only other way to really represent that amount of information would be with ASCII. There's no other way of doing it. So I don't think they're going to improve the graphics a great deal. They might improve like the UI and the battle graphics, and you know, everything is kind of sharper from Dominions 4 to Dominions 5. Like I went back and played Dominions 4 last night briefly, and it looks very, very old school compared to this. This is much more modern looking, but you're not going. I don't think that you're going to get like fancy 3D graphics in Dominions. It's not that kind of game. Like they just wouldn't be able to keep putting in the amount of content that they do if you had that. Henrik saying, I don't know the game still, but I think that would be up to modders. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, so these guys, the guys in the chat are just discussing mods and you know, the game UI and stuff. Okay, let's get back to the game. So we've now got a temple up here. I think I want to spend a few turns probably pushing out my Dominion a little bit. This guy's got no troops here anyway. We can fix that. I think against Kalen we might want... mind you, these guys are slightly more resources. What do I want to do? Oh, we can get lizard warriors. I like these guys. They're not as good as elite warriors, but they're pretty good. Like these would work as a nice flanking force for Kayla, for Abyssia. Like if you had you know, and they're dead cheap as well. Interesting. I might start building a few of those up, just use them as cavalry. Okay. Yeah, I think this guy probably wants... I might just spend a couple of turns preaching just to get just to push some Dominion out. We can actually get an assassin here, so that's cool. So we know where Calum is. Let's see if we can find Hinnom. I'm not sure what the chances of my assassins beating Calum commanders are. I really don't know. I'll be honest with you, I'm not that familiar with Calum. So yeah, they've got decent defense, and they've got these ice blades, which are magic weapons. Yeah, I don't know. I think my assassins unaided might struggle to take these guys on, especially since they come in quite quick, and they've, you know, mind you, those have only got an ice blade. It's the ones with the spears that are a bit more dangerous. These are all mages. I think these are all mages, aren't they? I want to play Calum. One of the guys in our gaming group, Kale Immortalis from eXplorminate, he plays Calum and he knows them very, very well. So I'd be asking him questions on how to do it. Light Step 9 says, I hear what you're saying. That is a loss, then people will continue to overlook the game. Yeah, they probably will. The game's not intended to have a mainstream audience. I think Illwinter are quite happy with the amount of, you know, with the fan base that they've got, because they're quite dedicated. Like, you'd be surprised, there's a lot of people who play this game. Like, I think Lucid Tactics, when I was chatting to him, he estimated there's probably about 3,000 regular multiplayer game players, which is a lot for a strategy game. To put it into perspective, I don't think something like Galciv 3 would have anywhere near that amount. I think maybe 200, maybe even that. So yeah, the community is actually quite big, but it's never going to be a mainstream game, probably because of the graphics and the complexity. Like, it's a difficult game to get in. It's kind of a difficult game to get into, because I bought Dominions 4 and I played it for about 18 hours and I was like, wow, this is great, but I can't be bothered to learn it right now. And it took a real effort of will to push myself to learn Dominions 5, but I'm glad I did, because it's now my most played game on Steam, and I think it's probably, I don't know, I think it's one of the best games I've ever played, without a doubt. We should probably increase the size of this fort here. I might do it with this one though. Hold on, let's have a look. 91. See, that's got more resource. See, this is more useful for building troops because it's got much more resource. I think I might actually do that here and get the fortress up. You can be on wait. Okay, so we didn't find any magic sites. The dormant pretender gods are awakening. Okay. An unexpected event has happened in Reolathia. Okay, we got +1 death and negative 240 pop from a famine. So let's get some of the... I'm going to use these guys as siege... Oops. Oh, they're undead units. So these probably need to be led by a commander then. Okay, who can lead these then? There must be the warlocks. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is the problem with these guys. You haven't got anything that can lead them. Like you're gonna need a warlock to lead them. Okay, I can do that. So, well, how many we've got? 6, 8. So we just need another couple. I don't want too many of these. And just start building more burning ones. Let's get this guy going down here. Carrying on with the site searching. We've got this. Okay, we've got this troop leader now, Bal Kekon. He's going to get down here, and I'm going to move Melek Itel down this way into the Woods of Weeping. Overwarden's saying you might be able to craft a head item that has undead leadership at some point. Yes, I can. I'm not quite sure how I'd go about that because I don't have any death magic. There's one that helps you lead. I can't remember which one it is. That helps you lead magic troops. Anyway. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send Kerberos, the assassin, out this way to see if we can find out where Hinnom is. I'll keep this guy building this fortress. I want to keep preaching, look, because we're actually pushing back the Dominion of Hinnom here. We've got a couple of temples. I want to take these temples down. What I might do is before I actually move into Kalem is I might just squash this temple first. I might get some Bear Tribe warriors up and just use these guys as chaff. Yep, everything else is looking good. So this leader now still need to take this barbarian province. What I'll do is I'm going to send some burning ones down to do that. We don't need many. 5 would do it. 5 would, well, I don't know. Barbarians. 5 and some chaff would do it. Is probably a better way of saying that. Let's just keep that guy on wait here, and I'll get him leading my chaff. Research and conjuration is complete. There was a battle in the Woods of Weeping. So let's watch this battle. This is Kalem attacking me. He's attacking me with... what's this guy? Oh, this is mercenary. These are mercenaries. So he's using war shamblers. I think these are mercenaries. He was unfortunate that my mage actually arrived first. My anathema dragon arrived to bless up my troops, so... I don't think he's going to have much success here. Although, they don't like fighting in the cold. They still did okay. But we lost 2 burning ones. Okay, right. So we need to push back. We definitely need to push back the Dominion of Kalem, I think, before we move into there. I think it might be easier, because these burning ones are going to struggle. Barbarians scouts have been caught and interrogated. They seem to be preparing for a large-scale attack. Right. This needs to be fixed. That might be okay if we just put in a decent amount of PD and maybe send some troops in. I don't know. 26 PD might do it. Yeah, we've got archers as well, and they'll tear through barbarians, so that should be okay. I think what I've got to do is I've got to get my prophet over here, because my prophet will push back their dominion. Oh, I forgot to pick up this burning one. And this guy's now got disease. Look. Yeah, fighting into cold is tough. I mean, look, this is summer, and it's like Kalem's Kalim's pushing out heat. This is our best bet for killing Kalim while we're in the summer. Once we hit winter, we're going to have to wait. Okay, we've got at least we've got this up now. We've got this fort, and we're getting a decent amount of resources. Lizards also don't like cold, so these are also cold-blooded. Yeah, interesting conundrum with a cold nation fighting, with a hot nation fighting a cold one. I think what I'm going to have to do is put some. I mean, I'm going to have to get some of these guys down here and put some temples up, and just start preaching and pushing out my dominion as much as possible. So let's get some temples up. Oh, there's a throne to claim as well. This is the throne of ice. Blessed troops get cold resistance. Ah, interesting. Okay, maybe we should go and claim that throne. I think I'm going to get. I'm going to try and get some troops out here just so that we've got something to defend with. Hinnom don't have very heavy armor, I don't think. Just trying to think which troops we're going to want. Yeah, they do have armor. Some of their troops do have decent protection. The Avites do, and the Rephites do as well. So let's get some. We want the flail, I think. Flail troops. Let's get some of these guys. If I build some of these up, just in case we do fight Hinnom. Yeah, these troops are looking dead shabby as well. Let's make sure we've got plenty of PD here. You want to spend more money on PD in single player because it does discourage the AI from attacking you. Like the reason why I've probably not been attacked by my other neighbours is because I've got a decent amount of PD. I think. Let's get that fortress. Let's get this into a fortress. I'll do the same with this one. Okay, this guy wants to site search. We want to be raiding Kalim here, I think. Griffins and Cavi archers. I just don't like attacking into cold. Mind you, that's not cold, look. That's interesting. So, and summer, hopefully, early summer, yeah, we might be okay here. We have got flying units, so let's get them all at the back. This time I'm going to put my commander in the centre like I should have done last time. We're going to put them on hold and attack. He's going to cast Blessing twice. Should be enough. How many have we got? 5. 12 units. Okay, so he needs 3 Blessing. Yeah. And then we want Phoenix Power, and then he can just cast whatever else he wants after that. Magma Bolts is a very, very nice spell. But I think against Kalim Fire, that one would be better. Okay, we also need to get some temples up in some of these places. So that's why I'm going to start moving some of these guys down. We also do need to start building some more mages. My research is pretty bad for this point of the game. Although, as you can see, it's not affecting me too badly yet. See if we can get this assassin out. Start assassinating some people. What do we want next? Conjuration. Right, we've got Conjuration 3 now, so we've got fire elementals. Let's go for Alteration 1. It'll only take 1 round or 1 turn, and that gives us some. In fact, I might go for Alteration 2. That will give us some things like Stone Skin. It will help our mages out a little bit. Okay, we found a magic site in Saboria, which is the Glowing Hill. Oh, this enables recruitment of. Okay, I can't pronounce any Gallic words, so I'm not even going to try. It's the only language on the planet that seems to be completely counterintuitive with the way you pronounce it. And that's from someone living in Scotland. Flame Deluge is saying Ilwinter could easily afford to contract out their art and especially sound design, given how many copies they sell. I mean, do you have any idea how much it costs to do art assets for stuff? Like if you're especially if you're talking about 3D, like even if you're talking about 3D, to do like thousands and thousands of units, they're either going to have to take a massive loss in the amount of units that they field in the game, a massive loss of kind of complexity with regards to things like, you know, when you twice spawn a lizardman commander, it turns into a lizardman white, you know, rather than just a standard white. So if you start like they can't afford that. There's no way. There's no way that they're going to be able to translate the amount of content in this game into really expensive art assets. I'm sorry, I just don't see it happening. And I kind of like the lo-fi look. It's, you know, very much like a roguelike. It kind of lets your imagination play. You know, I think if you're looking for a game that's got fancy graphics, this is not going to be the one. Overwarden saying you should build an anointed mage to capture thrones or cast blessings so you don't need to run your profit around. Yeah, the issue is that I don't have the biggest income at the moment, and they're dead expensive. So, but you're right. That's probably what I should do. Like this guy will be, yeah. Yeah, he's just slow to recruit, and I kind of want to pump out. I do need to start pumping out some other troops. I want to get some more siege chaff as well. I think these will be quite good siege chaff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Oh, it looks like we got. Hold on a minute. Oh, they're always Astral 1. Okay. So let's get these. Let's get some siege chaff, and we're going to start taking this down. Oh, these guys can cast Pile of Spheres. That's cool. I don't have any astral gems. I probably want one of these guys out sight searching as well. Yeah, let's get one of these guys up and I'll start sight searching with him. So we start getting some more astral gems hopefully, because I could do with some pearls. Okay, did we watch this battle in Morn? I forget now. I got completely distracted. I think not. Okay, so we've got oh, they've got air elementals now. This could be fun. Although I don't think this elemental is going to do too much. We are size 3 units, so they're not going to be able to push us around. There we go, look. Water elementals, same job. Yeah, murderation. Murderation! We didn't lose anything, and we killed a whole bunch of... I mean, that's a decent mage. Look, that Iris Seraph is a good mage, so... That one got away. But yeah, that was a good battle for us. Barbarian Horde has attacked and pillaged our province. Let's just have a look at this battle. I hope I put enough PD in there to stop it. Don't know. We have got archers, so hopefully the archers will take some down. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, I think we did it. Yeah, we did it. Okay. That was close. That was close. So yeah, they actually killed 14. We nearly outnumbered them 2-1, and yet they still nearly won. Barbarians are not to be sniffed at. Okay, summer. This is the time to go for Calum, I think. Spyhorn archers, cavalry arch guards, and area temple guards, and they've got eagle kings as well with a demi-leash. Plague Storm the demi-leash. What do you think, guys? Do 12 Abyssian burning ones with a Hellbless win this battle? There's only 40 units, and they will be fighting in cold, but it's kind of now or never, I think. Otherwise we're gonna, like, the cold's gonna set back in, and then Calum are going to become a problem. Cypherpunk saying, actually, Illwinter don't turn enough profit to quit their day jobs. This is already a sacrificial labour of love. Flame Deluge just arguing that they made millions in revenue. I don't know. I don't know. From my interview that I did with Illwinter, they seemed very surprised that that the game that Conquest of Elysium had done so well, because I don't think Conquest of Elysium 4 sold anywhere near the numbers, so I don't think that they're raking it in, but I don't know. Overwarden saying, against hostile Dominion it will be tough, but if you lose that army it's not a big deal. Yeah, you're right. You are dead right. Blessing, blessing, blessing. Phoenix Power Fireball. Yeah, I think that's going to be that's going to be the one to do. If I had some, we can send him some gems. Look, we have got a. Let's give him some gems, and let's get some fire elementals out, baby fire elementals, and let him. Let's see if he'll do that. Hold an attack, blessing, blessing, blessing. Phoenix Power. These guys, I need to put him a little bit more close like that, I'd say. This will be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what happens here. I think that Eagle Kings are pretty nasty. Make sure the gem is set to not conserve gem. Yeah, he's not. I'm pretty sure that I've got him on because yeah, I've removed conservative gem use. Fire elementals might be okay. I don't know how this is going to go. But blessed up, these guys are monstrous. They are wounded. They've got a lot of battle afflictions. Look. So we can send this guy in as well. Let's just get this guy. I might put him at the back like that. I might set him to guard, and they'll probably keep together. So okay. I noticed the music has stopped. I'm just gonna replay that. Oops. I apologise if the YouTube playlist starts playing something like Slayer or something afterwards. Although I reckon Slayer would probably be quite good to listen to while we're rough stomping away across the map. Overwarden saying it would be kind of cool if you could send disease troops into battle and the corpses would spread disease even if you lose. Yeah, that's a cool idea. I like that. That is a really cool idea. Now, yeah, I just need to roll this turn on. I think I'm pretty much done here. Let's see if we can assassinate the commander in this province, and then we could probably move into it. This guy wants to build a temple. I think that's probably all we can do really this turn. I'll get this guy site searching. Next turn he's going to put a temple up. Yeah, he's going to move here. And Marcosius is just going to stay there. I'll put him on wait. Okay. Next turn. Didn't find a commander to assassinate. Interesting. I don't know if that means there isn't one, or he just didn't find it. Yeah, it says one officer and only a few loyal henchmen. Looks like they are putting stuff up in there. Okay, let's watch this battle in Calum. So let's just 1 second, guys. I'll be back in a minute. Hey folks, yeah. So my so the Battle Queen just came in and told me that food is on the way. So I'm gonna have to end this quite soon, I'm afraid. I might come back on later though, if people still want to carry on watching. I need to take a half-an-hour pit stop and sit and eat and spend some time with her. So let's watch this battle. So what have we got? We've got a whole bunch of Spyhorn militia. Yeah, these are militia. Wow, they've got archers as well. They've got some Raptorian warriors. And yeah, these don't look like they're going to be much damage. They're not going to be big problem for us. We've got Wyvern, and we've got an area Seraphine. I think this is a good game, guys. Honestly, I'm going to say that I think I can do this. We are losing a little bit of attack, you know, and defense from the cold, because we do not like cold. But these guys are not going to like my heat aura either. Okay. Oh, we've lost. No, our berserking troops are going in, though. Okay, so we actually ran. We must have lost our commander. But let's see what the berserking troops can do. I bet we can still win this. Oh, we're going in, look. This is interesting. So, in case you've forgotten, what's going on is we've got this thing called Blood Bond, and whenever one of them takes any damage, it shares the damage out with all the other sacred units that are blessed. So what happens is any berserking unit will instantly go berserk. There we go. We actually won that battle, even though we ran. We lost our Anathemant Dragon, and a bunch of burning ones all ran. Yeah, and 5 of them survived, but we won. So we won't have enough to be able to actually take Kalem. But you know, we won't be. I mean, we need more men to breach the walls. Look. Okay, and then we've got construction of fortress has gone up. So we've now got 1, 2, 3, 4 fortresses altogether. And we've got Kalem under attack. And if I can get some siege chaff up here quick, I mean, I don't know, I might have to... I mean, they are technically under siege, I think, but we haven't got a commander there. So, I thought this guy was going to move in. I don't know what happened there. Let's get this commander in there anyway. At least we've got something on there. Kalem probably will be able to recover from this, but this is a serious blow for them. Okay. Folks, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there, and I might come back in about half an hour, something like this. So, thanks for watching, and thanks for hanging out with me while I'm playing Abysia in Dominions 5. It's really, really fun. I like playing these quick games because, yeah, it just gets you to you can kind of, like, you know, get used to a faction and just sort of learn their little intricacies and ins and outs in a short space of time. And, you know, you'll never see everything that a faction's got to offer, but... All right, guys, I'm going to end the stream there anyway. Thanks for joining me. I might come back in about half an hour, so I'll if you see the stream go back up, then, you know, I'll be back. See you later.